Hi, my name's Peter Griffin.
Hello, Peter.
Hi, I'm Professor Gigglebean, and this is my guide. Video games, TVs, cameras, we all love them, but you know what we don't love? These goddamn prices over here, damn. Look at that one. But hey, don't tell anyone. I got some secret ways you can get some of this stuff for cheap. I'm also gonna tell you where to put some of this stuff too, because like, you need a place to put all your eye toys. The fuck? I need a fucking place to put my fucking eye toys. When it comes to buying old stuff nobody wants anymore, one of your best bets is go to a car boot sale. You can find everything and nothing there. Car boot sales are not the most reliable means to finding any of this shit. You ain't gonna find that Gamecom you're looking for. Gamecom. Now, if you do decide to go to a car boot sale, always remember to haggle those prices down. Haggling down prices is the norm at car boot sales, so if you don't do it, you're just gonna get a worse deal. So always remember to haggle something, even if it's like a $5, be like, hey, £4.50, bruv. So yeah, car boot sales are good. Go there and fucking spend your money and get shit, yeah. Stores like CEX very commonly fuck you over with some bullshit like scratched labels, buying a DVD that just doesn't have the disc in it that you bought it for. And worst of all, goddamn paper-based stickers.
Paper-based stickers can suck my
cock. Now I get that paper-based stickers can be better for the environment and all of that shit. Fuck that. You know how much of a hassle it is to take this shit off the fucking box or whatever I bought? And even when you peel it off, which is a task in itself, it leaves that shitty goo on it. You need to get like a specific product or something to scrub the goo off anything you've just bought. It's like, why have you given me a chore? Anyway, stores like CX, they're always a massive gamble where you're actually gonna get something that's worth your time and something that isn't worth your time. Most importantly, do your research. When it comes to prices of things that you're buying online and in person, it's very easy for you to not know what something is actually worth. So always make sure you're educated on the product you're buying so you don't spend a ridiculous amount of money on something that is not worth nearly as much as what you paid for it. And make sure you ain't shopping at fucking DK Oldies, dude. God damn, look how much it is for a Wii. Independent local stores are always worth checking out. You know those ones you see where it's like retro gamer zone, retro games here. They're always worth checking out because sometimes you go in there and they actually do have, you know, decent, reasonable prices. I also one time got a copy of Resident Evil 8 from one of these stores. It's in really good condition and it was really cheap, so yeah. Online stores are the easiest way to find old shit you want to buy. Like, you want Crash Bandicoot? Boom! You want Silent Hill? Boom! Balls 3D? Boom. Why are you buying that? eBay's one of the biggest platforms when it comes to buying old retro shit that you want to get because it's direct. You want something, you search it, you find it, that's it. You just order it, comes in like 3 days, goddamn. There are other online stores like CEX's online store, but I don't really recommend buying anything from there because the quality of the item you're buying is very ambiguous. Therefore, you don't really know if you're gonna get something that's good quality or if you're gonna get a scratched label version of Mario Paint. Always be careful and probably try avoid CEX. If we're being real with ourselves here, there's only 2 online stores you're actually gonna buy anything from, and that being eBay, Facebook Marketplace, baby. Facebook Marketplace has everything, bro. You want a dusty ass mirror for a $5, dude? I got you, man. Facebook Marketplace is one of the best ways to find shit for dirt cheap. There's so many people on here that are just practically giving shit away. Most sellers want to just sell things as fast as they can, so they won't sell it for nearly as much as it would if it was on DK Oldies or CEX. Fuck CEX. Always check Facebook Marketplace when you want to buy a relatively broad item like a TV or some shit, because chances are someone's selling it and for way cheaper than you would find anywhere else. But if you live in a more populated area, you know, maybe like, I don't know, London or some shit like that, you're likely to find some good ass deals. That being said, Facebook isn't the best if you're looking for a specific item. Say for instance you're looking for a specific PS2 game, you're probably not gonna find it, as Facebook is more for the general item or a broad type of items like a CRT TV or a PlayStation 2 console or something like that. But if you're looking for a specific game, it's gonna be a little harder to find, but it's still always worth taking a look.
And finally, do your research. Always make sure you're getting the best deal on whatever you are buying. Avoid in-person and online stores that are likely to fuck you over. Get out of your comfort zone. Go to a new store you've never been to before. Maybe go to your first ever car boot sale. And always remember to be smart. Don't pay £120 for an Xbox 360. Now, once you've started to buy some of this old shit, you're gonna need somewhere to put it.
Now, if you're looking for storage, like a shelf to put your games, I can honestly recommend just buying a couple off Amazon or something like that. They're good build quality, they can hold quite a lot of games, they look nice, and they're pretty dang cheap. Now, I'm sure somewhere in this video I'm going to have a little pop-up or something like that where I'm going to show the listing of the Amazon things, like the exact ones I have. But just remember, if you're buying a shelf, to consider how much you're gonna put on it. For these shelves here, conveniently, there is enough room for almost everything that I own and want to put on these shelves. But again, if you're gonna buy these exact shelves, make sure you either have enough room for it, or make sure you buy a bigger one if you need a bigger one. Or if you're like me and you just need this amount but times 2, then just buy another shelf for about the same price. I can confirm that I've bought 2 shelves off Amazon and both of them have been good, reliable, and cheap. As for desks or somewhere you want to put your big ass CRT TV or like an Xbox or something, I found these little like bedside table thingies to be quite a good option. They're pretty cheap, they're easy to find, go to like any charity shop or your nan's house or something like that. And you'll probably see some of these. They're a decent height, which is alright, because me personally, I like to play my games just sitting on the fucking floor or something. Because that's just my vibe. I just like sitting on the, that's part of the charm. That's part of the gaming. Anyway, point is, these desks are quite easy to find. They're cheap, very accessible. A good thing about these desks is that they have drawers on them. Lifting up the skirt here, there's a kitty cat sticker. So they have drawers here, which are very handy for storing controllers and stuff. Now, I would pull out that drawer, but it's got a lot of shit in it, so I'll pull out this one so you can see what I'm talking about. Because these things have drawers, it's pretty good for storing shit. Get in there, you fucker. Ow, fuck. Another thing that's pretty good about these little bedside table thingy-jiggities is that the top of it is the perfect size for a 14-inch CRT. So I don't recommend getting these if you're getting a bigger CRT, like a 17, whatever the inches are you can get. I don't really recommend getting them because this thing, as you can see, the drawer ends, the thingy ends there. It takes up most of it with just enough room to have an Xbox on the end of it. But if you're gonna get a bigger CRT, I recommend getting a bigger desk. Like I said, these ones here, and if you do go and find or buy any, these are very usually and most likely going to be more than enough room to fit a 14-inch CRT on. Something to take into account with these little bedside table desk thingies though is that as you can see that they're quite low down. But if you're like me and you like to sit on the floor or a beanbag while you're playing, then it's still quite a good option. You've ticked all the boxes. But if you're someone who wants to sit on a chair, then maybe consider getting a different type of desk. If you're also gonna get one of these bedside table desk thingamajiggities, I recommend fucking kicking the shit out of the little back panel thing. But if you smash out the backboard, because it has like a backboard on it, obviously, it allows you to get wires in, which means you can put a console on the bottom. I really recommend doing that. Oh, and maybe get a blanket or something. I've got this nice little blanket that matches the vibe in my opinion. These desks are a very good option if you're going for a budget setup, as they're cheap. They're reliable, they're sturdy, they have a lot of space if you need to put any controllers or miscellaneous cables or some stuff like that. They have enough room to put a game under there or like a console under there. And they're very easy to find as well. Chances are you will find one at a shop, or you might even have one in your house somewhere because it is quite a common piece of furniture.
Well, that's all, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my guide on how to buy and store stuff when you own it. I don't fucking know. Hopefully you guys got something good out of it and you learned something new today. This video is only part 1 of this entire guide thingamajiggy. Part 2, I'm going to tell you guys how to actually get the most out of the shit you own and to just not have it sit there collecting dust because you need to pay £60 for one mediocre game to play on it. So make sure to tune in that. It's going to come very, 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 very soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And make sure to smash that goddamn like button and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will not be happy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.